This is part 4, and I'm changing the directions of the camera just to get a better sense of which is more appropriate for more appropriate. Um, and in this section, I want to talk a little bit about grief and the grieving process after leaving my last position. So in a nutshell, I landed a really meaningful role directing an office of international education for an institution that really is the mecca of what is really the source of the population of students who travel abroad the least. And um, I just remember the interview process and how excited I was through the process to write down all of these ideas that I imagined being able to apply to this workspace that would build this culture and this community and this energy of excitement and possibility around both study abroad as well as international student engagement and lifestyles and careers that are rooted in self-actualization and fulfillment. This is the crux of why international education as a career field means everything to me, is that I believe it is connected to supporting people with understanding what they need in order to feel self-actualized. And so in this work environment, all the big ideas, all of them written down, presented in the interview process, and I was told that my ideas are welcomed and that the time is right for this institution to bring on someone like myself to help lead in this charge in a way that's never been done before. And so, long story short, when the cultural fit just didn't align, and I love all the birds that are around here. I play bird music in my office when I'm working to bring in this outside source of nature and calm into my workday. And so now it's really fantastic that it's live and direct, but it's probably very loud because it's loud over here for me. I can't even see the little buddy. But, oh, oh, there's so many birds around here, hummingbirds, all kind of things. So I'm gonna press pause and wait for them to do their thing. So talking about grief and letting go and what it feels like for me, after landing a really wonderful opportunity to create an impact within a community that I really believe and understood needs it and wants it the most, and then that not work out. It hurts. It sucks. And simultaneously, the lessons that I've learned from this process have shown me how blessed I've been to work in work environments previously that were just so in alignment with my values. Shout out to Tania Hope, Eddie Contreras. These are my former supervisors who really got me, understood like who I was, how I showed up, and valued that, and really gave me the space, the bandwidth, and the support to level up in each office that I worked in, knowing that creativity and autonomy are my strongest skill sets and characteristics. So it's been this process of letting go, and I no longer have been working in my last environment for about 2 months now. Well, it's about a month and a half. And so for the first month, it was all just about talking about it, talking it out, writing about it, and updating my entire network to say, like, this is the situation and I'm no longer in it. And so then wanting to transition into the second month to let that conversation rest and to then open up my mind to explore what's next. And I want to give so much thanks to Dr. Fanta Ah, who gave me the best advice at the very beginning, which was to just take this time that I've been grateful to receive to be still and to explore. And that's what I've been doing. So I was still for the first month, and now I'm exploring all of the things that that I love and that I've forgotten that I love, and also trying to draw those connections so that as I'm synthesizing the information from the past, nearly 2 decades, I can come up with new ways of being of service and contribution to the field that are fresh and new. Or at least that I hope are fresh and new. Or they're new for me, so. But I don't know what they'll be, so maybe they will be entirely fresh and new. It's still just this process of exploring, as well as trying to marry different areas of my life together so that I'm not working so much in silos as I had once done. My job is over here, my partnership is over here, my family's over here, my friends are over here, but more so merging all of these parts of myself even more is what I'm interested in doing, because frankly it's tiring to be bouncing around from all these different areas. And again, if work takes up most of our life and our day, then other areas suffer when they're not automatically looped into the overarching point of every day. So what's coming up for me so far is my love of nature, as I mentioned, and health and wellness. And so I'm really excited to explore what working with local farms or a local farm could open up to connect farming and cross-cultural engagement, communication, community development, and service and student engagement. So wanting those things to be closely connected. I love HBCUs. I'm a product of an HBCU. I went to Howard University. Shout out to all the bison. And as we all know, those of us who've attended HBCUs or who have the fortune to be working closely with HBCU institutions, it's a special type of learning environment that is very layered, multifaceted, complicated, sometimes messy, but the energy and the love that radiates from the people who are there for all the right reasons that are not self-serving is just invaluable and impalpable. And I want to contribute to those schools and those institutions and those people who are doing the good work for the future generations of Black students. And so thinking about which institutions are ready, willing, interested, and available to connect and to be partnered with, that's something on my mind right now. Shout out to Morris Brown. 1, for getting your accreditation back, and 2, for really being innovative right now and how you're looking at the educational experience and marrying that with the professional life that students will have thereafter. So, um, so just in an effort to wrap up this concept, or this topic of grief and grieving loss within a professional context. I think just like grief overall, it's an ongoing thing that comes and goes. I know that it hurts each time, or I won't say hurts. I feel the energy of love in ways that feel hard um, to just receive, that I have for the past organization. I feel that every time I see glimpses of what I could have been a part of if I were still in that space. But I also simultaneously encourage myself to find the gratitude in the fact that things go on and there's a lot of meaningful work being done that even if I'm not a part of, it's happening. And so the whole point is that these opportunities are available for the students who deserve them. And so I really am appreciative for the leadership that continues to keep the wheels turning. And, you know, that's what I'll say about that. All right. Peace.